Do you know what time it is?
It's time for you to get your ass up, stupid!
Previously on Ace Attorney.
Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nikki's, Maya, and Iris's Bikini. Wait, what?
I was frightened.
What exactly were you so frightened by?
Long time no see. It's been about a year. Has it been longer?
I'm looking for a woman in a bikini.
A nice slab of man meat like you is always welcome.
I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis.
If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy.
No, 1,000 times no.
Mr. Edgeworth, this is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut.
My stomach is already growling in protest.
So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris?
Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Let's ask this bikini lady what she knows about the crime. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
Wow, you're right. That does sound kinda exhausting. Like being a detective.
Detective, this is no time for flattery.
Sorry.
Sometime around 11 o'clock you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason.
Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
And that joke just earned you another pay cut. Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie.
I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris.
You must have been quite shocked.
Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, Mortal Kombat style. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand, and yell fatality. I'd be pretty shocked, too.
Not quite as shocked as when you missed him getting tased.
I know, it sounds insane. But that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural?
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that. I wonder what made her leave Maya all alone. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back?
Oh, yes. It's especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that, you silly goose. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she rung the bell for lights out.
Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? Did this head nun even see Iris? I think I'd better try to get some more details. Let's see what she knows about Maya. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course...
Special course?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not! You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this.
Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister.
Maya has a little sister?
Oh, you mean Little Pearl? Oh, that's Maya Fey's cousin.
Little Pearl?
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after cleaning up dinner. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old bag.
A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone.
As they say, the sauce thickens. The plot.
I wonder how I might get more information out. No, not that. Perhaps a picture of the deceased.
Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault.
Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself.
Quiet! What do you know anyway?
Ouch, you're scary.
With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad that you were the one that disappeared.
Oh, why does she have to take it all out on me?
Her anger does seem a little manufactured.
Oh, sure doesn't feel manufactured, pal.
Best go to the courtyard to look for some more clues. Come along, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, I said come along. Ah, here we are.
And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched.
Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. It looks like the police are still investigating.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really gonna defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitments.
Well, in that case, I've gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation.
Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own.
Roger, sir. I know exactly what you're saying.
Very well, Detective. Thankfully, his diary of the mouth is permanent. Time to get down to business. Let's see what he has to say about the victim.
The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Dunim. Her entire past, up until she won that writing award last year, is a total mystery.
It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that.
The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The old backstab.
The murder weapon?
The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but there's one strange thing.
Yes?
The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building.
A 2-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct?
You're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise Dunim was staying in.
Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword? Best keep this handy. Now, what should I ask next? Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far.
Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. Then they just went for a casual stroll in a snowy mountain. At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. Must have been pretty spooky walking around like that all alone. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall.
The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Although, a sudden thought occurs to me. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor?
I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement.
What do you mean?
It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest.
I intend to appear in court in the role of defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor.
Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge.
Yes, the dead season.
Yes, senile old coot he may be, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested another judge preside over the case. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all, eh?
Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir?
There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull.
I suppose that's my cue to pull at this thread about the inner temple. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at?
According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge.
The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple?
Nope, not a thing.
Nothing?
The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kinda like a little island out there.
So, the only thing there is the inner temple.
I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in.
Please be alright, Maya. Time to examine the crime scene. I spy with my little eye something starting with B negative. So, the sword from the gold statue is actually the murder weapon?
Oh, it sure is. It's called the big sword thing.
There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood?
Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, fingerprints all over the hilt of the shish kebab, too.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the Younganan, the defendant.
Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon?
What's wrong? You're looking real solemn.
Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense lawyer?
Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good.
To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Your mental health, specifically. In you go, giant sword. You'd fit well with my steel samurai memorabilia. The main gate must be just over that stone wall, yes?
Stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time.
Would that perhaps explain the bandage?
Most of them are good memories, but not all.
Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. I wonder if I can examine the gold statue more thoroughly. No, it appears I just asked the same question over again. And then you respond, mispronouncing the
word. Big sword thing.
And then I say this. We are obviously in a time warp. Should I take a jump to the left?
Yep.
Maybe a step to the right to hurry on through.
Speaking of all over the blade...
Well, let's skip this. They've already heard it. What else can I look at? What's this stick over here? What is this? It looks like a wizard's staff.
That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dunim. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen to this. This is just between us, okay, sir?
Yes. What?
This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this.
All right.
The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
And the Sorting Hat says, Hufflepuff. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me?
That's it.
This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it?
Just the victims.
A staff and a sword. We're just a rogue and an archer short of an adventuring party. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the clues are so insightful. What's this doing over here?
Oh, I just love skiing.
Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? You mush and I crack the whip, just like it always goes?
Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? It messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is the world starting to go mad? I think I've found all the evidence I'm going to find out here. Perhaps it's enough to break either Larry or Iris's psycho-locks. Best go talk to them. But first, maybe I should present the new evidence to Bikini and see if she can give us any more information. But what first? The staff? The sword? Gumshoe, you take care of this.
About this here.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl! I've been saving that one!
I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me, I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away.
Why would I give an autopsy report to a nun? Maybe the habit?
Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
Oh, I see.
What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already!
No, I can't! I was just...
It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean by that, detective?
It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while.
Is this some sort of divine retribution? I thought that was Wendy Oldbag's job. No more presenting things to Sister Cougar. I'm getting out of here fast. I don't see Larry anywhere.
Maybe we scared the poor kid away.
His heart was shut tight with a psycho-lock. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Search for Larry or go to Iris. Choices, choices. Wait, what's that doing here? I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains.
Say, this just gave me a great idea.
Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
I've got an idea for a brand new invention. Oh, it might even make me rich.
An invention?
Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car.
Mein Gott.
So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that?
Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. Nothing more to see around here. Best make our way on to the detention center. Any new clues around the suspension bridge? None that I see. Let's go talk to Iris and see about breaking those psycho-locks.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that
Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes, thank you.
Let's talk to her about the inner temple before we attempt that psycho-lock. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Denim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the inner temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the inner temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the inner temple last night.
It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. Looks like it's time to try and break the psycho lock. Take that! Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes. You said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? That sounded far more decisive in my head. Take that! Perhaps this is what you're afraid of? Well?
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Huh? Why is your voice trembling like that?
It's just that your eyes are scaring me.
Blast. I must be trying too hard to bluff. Please excuse me. I'm still not used to this role I've been assigned.
No, I should apologize. I'm sorry for being such a scaredy cat.
Anyway, I'm still determined to find the answers to this mystery.
But I'm telling you, I really was in my room all last night.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Actually, I'm not sure I do have an answer in my evidence. What would Phoenix do? Probably throw things at the witness until they broke. No, not the sword. That'll just scare her more. Maybe a picture of someone? No one here that I can think of. It looks like I still don't have enough information. I need to investigate further and gather some more evidence. Gott in Himmel, I'm back with Bikini. What is there to look at? There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack?
Beats me.
Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? You are far more expendable than I am.
Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
It looks like an old manila envelope.
Ugh!
What is it, Detective?
This could be it! An ultra-important clue, a super special clue!
I suppose I should read it myself, then.
It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed.
This sounds like a blackmail letter. You and I are going to be very good friends, little Clue.
Oh, nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor.
Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. With this in hand, it should be no problem to break Iris's psycho lock. Let's hurry back to the detention center to put a rest to this. Or we can sit and enjoy the bird song. They're lovely, but not really helping us. Come on, Gumshoe, we need to get back. Hello, Gumshoe. Goodbye, Gumshoe. All right, Edgeworth. It's time to break this psycho-lock and find out what she's hiding. Present the Magatama, and then the blackmail note.
Take that!
Let's start project.